Mm.
Okay, let me welcome you guys once again to the platform. And I hope
Thank,
everybody is doing great.
Yeah.
thank you, Russ. Yes, we're good.
All right.
Mm.
So
And
We
how
are
about you?
doing
today
great.
is yeah, I'm also doing great by God's grace. Yeah. And today we are going to be doing more of reaction. We are going to be reacting to some videos, that has, should I say trended over the weekend, or let's say over the week. So we'll be starting with some commentaries, Sun Media and Mr. Manager made concerning the Igbo King and all that. Then afterwards, we'll be looking at the current happenings with regards to the robberies and stuff going on in Ghana when it comes to the Momo vendors. And I'll be playing another video which a victim, a Ghanaian victim, a lady who was giving account of what transpired just recently, I think yesterday or so, with regards to robbery on the highway, where
Yeah.
she happened to be for victim.
Mhm.
So if you are new, if you are watching, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video, and let us know what you think in the comment section. Maybe if we have enough time, we are going to be reacting to your comments as well. So let's start. So we are going to be starting with the comments Sunny Media and Mr. Manager made concerning the Igbo King. So I'm about to play the video.
Like you think he's Igbo king in Ghana? He is not Igbo king. I just want to correct that impression.
Yeah.
He's not an Igbo king.
What is him?
Okay. First, we have, just like in Kumasi, or just as in Ghana, we have Otunfo as Ashanti king, right?
Which is the king?
Which is the king.
Yes.
In Igbo, we have our Igbo king, my people. And our Igbo king is in his throne. He doesn't, in Igbo land.
Igbo land. Okay.
Yes. So I'm coming to Emeka. You know his name is Emeka. The Igbo king in Ghana, Accra. His name is Chukwu Emeka.
Yes.
Chukwu Emeka is not Igbo king.
If you what?
What he is like, maybe you now, let me say you be a Ghanaian man now. Then you travel to Ivory Coast. Then this thing all started. You travel to Ivory Coast for the first time. Then you happen to meet your Ghana people in Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Then you be like, okay, let me be like act as a king
Towards them. Like how?
Like, okay, like a leader. Let me just say, let me at least act as a king, not a king, but acting as a king. Again, so that whenever these people in Ivory Coast, whenever they get problem, whenever they get issue, they can easily bring it to me. Again, to settle. Maybe I have upper hand with government of that country. Then if these people bring case to me, I can be able to settle their case, their dispute, whatever. And another one too, since they are in another country and they are not in Igbo land, and they are also giving birth in that country they are into, and their children don't usually go home all the time to learn Igbo cultures, Igbo things, the way we do in Igbo, all the cultural traditions in Igbo, you understand? So, but through that acting king, he's not a king, but he's acting. Through him,
he's acting as what?
As the king.
The king.
Yeah, he's not a king, but he's acting.
Acting.
Act. There's something
acting,
like
acting king.
There's something
who
like
is acting under.
Yeah.
He's
like,
acting under who?
Like he's like he just brought himself like he wants to act as king towards the Igbos who lives in
that community.
In that community. Even, do you know that Kumasi people doesn't consider him as their acting king?
Okay, now only in Accra.
He's only in Accra that he is operating. People in Takwara, the Igbo people in Takwara, doesn't support him. They told him that you can't just be our acting king just like that. You get because he have money, have upper hand with the government of Ghana. That means you can just come and say you want to act as a king towards us. No.
That means the Igbo people in Kumasi
don't support him for as king.
The Igbo king in Takoradi,
they don't support him. It's only people in Accra
that support.
Yeah, because that is where he lives. He lives in Accra. So the only people he will govern, he will control, are the people in that Accra. So people in Kumasi told him that if you want to be as a acting king, not a king, no, because we have normal king, our king in Igbo land, and he's on his throne.
Which is in Igbo land.
In Igbo land.
Not in Ghana.
Not in Ghana. If you want to see our king in Igbo, go to Igbo land, you see him where he is.
Yes,
so,
and that one the original.
That one is the original king. This one is just an acting king. Like you want to act like a king, just that word king. If you translate it, normal way, how it means. How can you translate it? The word king.
The normal king. It's like heritage now.
The word king.
The word king are king now. I was even searching as I was talking to you. Now I don't go back again. I don't know if you go back again. Just continue.
So the word king, if you know that I translate to what it actually means, it actually means like somebody who controls, who settle or hi. There's a way I wanted to say it in English, but if it's in Igbo, I can translate to where talk.
Translate in Igbo now. Let us hear.
Onye ndu, onye nchekwa, onye abu inwe nsogbu. But they don't understand Igbo now. Okay. So maybe you can go and so that man Chukwu Emeka is just a acting king. He's not a king. We have our Igbo king. He's in Igbo land. If you want to see him, you go to Igbo land. You go and see him there. He's there. Again. So people in Kumasi don't support him. They told him that if you want to be our acting king, there's a procedure you go through. There's a lot of procedure you go through. It can't just be like that. So the man see that he cannot do those procedures. He withdrew. So people in Kumasi told him that it's only people in Accra that you will be governing, you will be controlling as your acting king, not us in Kumasi.
All right.
In Kumasi we don't know you.
All right. Then that one we don't. Some they don't. So Nishima, you don't already explain that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy is so funny. They think they are fooling. Yes, they don't know they are fooling themselves.
So in
If
the
they
first
think
place,
he is doing
Angie,
the
I'm
wrong
coming.
thing, I think all the Igbo people living in Ghana should meet him and put some senses into his mind and stop what he's
Angie.
doing that he's provoking Ghanaians. Okay?
Hello, Angie.
What he was saying, no, I mean, he was lying.
Angie, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the first place, he said the guy is not an Igbo king. He's acting. He's an acting Igbo king. I'm a bit confused. I don't know if you guys understand what he meant by acting Igbo king. And to him, the other chiefs in other regions do not regard him as a king. And then even the Igbo king on Igbo land doesn't have anything to do with him. So I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Before I come up with mine, what I have in mind. What do you guys think? Yeah, Angie, go on.
Okay. Like I was saying, that guy, Sunny Media, he's funny. You see, he was struggling to explain things. Um, um, if the guy is not Igbo King, and you guys have come to somebody's country, and that person is causing problems, and the Ghanaians have come out and talked about it constantly, that means Ghanaians, we don't appreciate that. And you guys know that what the guy or the man or whatever he called himself is doing in Ghana, Ghanaians don't appreciate that. Why is it that all the Igbo people in Ghana, they can't come out and, tell the man that he should stop what he's doing because he is committing problems in somebody's country? I think you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Uh-huh. So what this guy came and and and, and explained to us, he should come back again.
And explain to us, he should come back again.
Because I didn't understand what he was trying to say.
Because I didn't understand what he was trying to say.
But do you believe that the sub chiefs in, or should I say the other chiefs in other regions do not like bow to him? Because in the first place I thought he was the one installing them. So how come they don't support?
Yeah, I saw that.
So if he's not a king,
if he's not a king,
the man is acting like he said he's acting like a king.
He's acting like a king.
He's not even acting. He knows himself that he's a king. That is why he's able to, pull his sub chiefs in our 16 regions.
16 regions.
Yeah, because he himself, he knows he's a king.
He knows he's a king.
Why his people call him a majesty. Okay. So they can't fool Ghanaians. Either he's a king or not. We don't like what he's doing. He should put a stop to it. And then the sub chiefs that he has put them in our 16 regions. We have to, let them all, stop what they're doing. We don't like that.
We don't like that.
If you are a leader, you have to act like a leader. Not what he's doing.
What he's doing.
When I talk, I hear my.
You get a feedback.
Yeah, it's not that clear.
It's not that clear.
Hello?
Is it okay now? Yeah, can be.
Yeah, I think it's okay now. So what I was saying now, the man has to stop what he's doing. We have told him severally, we don't like that. We don't appreciate what he's doing. Because he's trying to bring, problems between Ghanaians and Nigerians, and we don't like that. So if his people know that what the man is doing is not right, they should go and tell him that stop what you're doing. Because when something happens, and then let's say we want Nigerians to leave, all of them are going to leave. So if the rest of them don't want to leave, they should go and talk to him for him to stop what he's doing. Because if he's not a king, if he doesn't believe that he's a king, why is he, in our 16 regions, he's installing, chiefs over there. And then he has a palace, right, in Accra, right? So he's a king. But when he comes out, maybe he pretend that he's not a king, but he is. And we don't want his sub-chiefs in our 16 regions. We want him to put a stop to what he's doing to Ghanaians, because that man is very stubborn. When you talk to him, he doesn't want to listen. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ben.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Ben.
Hi,
Uh,
Raj. Thanks for bringing me in here. The thing that worries me is the views of Sony. Is it Sony Media? We call. Is it
mhm.
right? Sony Media, right? Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes,
It's
please.
is it doesn't come across as a mature um, person or someone who is is completely full in terms of information and the communication he's trying to lay out. So he was confusing himself. Now let's look at what the definition of a king is. A king is a ruler or an authority over a sovereign
Mhm.
state or a sovereign nation. Um, so, with that definition, straight away, he knew that there is a king who is in Igbo land, and he is their king,
Mhm.
and he rules over Igbo land. So, for someone to travel, someone without any royal lineage, to just surface on someone's land and call himself king and um, command the acronyms of his royal, is it royal majesty,
Yeah,
um,
His Royal Majesty.
his royal I think these guys are just a bunch of jokes. um it, it's rather shameful on the part of Ghanaians, and especially those who are in leadership positions, who cannot draw the line between a lunatic like this guy and someone who uh, mean business, or someone who is right, an upright person. So it's either he has some influence on them to push them to accept his position as a king, or he's dealing with people who unfortunately have no brains, and sadly, that's our people. This is not meant to be an insult, especially to those um, who are giving him all the due respect of a king. But it's just to show that there's no what can he show me the sovereign state that he rules over?
Mhm.
There isn't any. He hasn't got any royal bloodline. So he's just parading himself, forcing himself on to people to call him what he wants to be called. And it's his own right. If he wants to be called whatever, well, we can call him that. But do we have to um, give him that honor as a king? I think the answer is no. And also these guys who are saying, "No, he's not," but he's just um, use the word
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
is it he used the
He
word I
said,
want to
just a leader.
no, he used the word that
Acting king. Acting king.
acting, yeah, the word
Yeah.
acting is what, if someone is acting, he's given authority
Mhm.
to act, right? And
Yes.
Hmm.
where is that authority
In
coming
the
from?
absence of someone.
That means
Yes.
he's portrayed. Yeah.
So if we take it from that angle, is he acting on behalf of the king of Igbos
Mhm.
in Igbo land in
Mhm.
Nigeria, or He's acting because the people, the Igbos in Ghana, have decided to give him that role as a king, even if it's a leader. I don't know how a king can come in here, but if it's a leader, then are the people in support? And he said no, it's only the people in Accra, which to me it's a lie because we've seen him, go to places and install kings and all. Now this guy also go around saying things like people in my cabinet and you know also claiming diplomatic titles as well. Now this is where it gets very very serious, and especially for Ghanaians and leaders in Ghana. If somebody can set up another institution apart from the High Commission of Nigeria, set up another institution where he can intercept diplomatic information and people, then that becomes a threat. It moves from being a joke to a threat. And this is where I feel he's crossed the line, and authorities should really start stepping in, because if nothing is done, it will become a bigger problem in the future to deal with. And at that time, it wouldn't be us, it will be probably our grandchildren or their children who will be dealing with that. And just like it happened with Ojuku some years back, it might happen in Ghana. So that's my take on this. Thanks.
Stella.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misunia Sonny media kaya no like or chantro, because senipano onye kina adentina otimi store ni chiefs or ye 10 regions ni so osi or to asase SID ni late Igbo leaders name etuso adentina otimi ka say me di mi festival Ghana into me inviting all entire Nigerians, Igbo people to come. And omu real king so ho inti so si onye kina adenti not me ye we nyina Ghana. Inti me ni omu ka say or acting as a king and roro me no me hu ni sa or ye king. And I say no di ni nsansi ni bo no unti me ko bi cross so say me so me king. Or ba Ghana so ba betena aberu king country hono ema Igbo fo no mo nti omo nyina nim so ye king nti ni omo ka no mo pretend because omo nyina nim adenti na do festival ni so omo nyina free the regions ni nyina ena omo free omo ko mo ba ona say ni omo wa diaspora nyina omo nyina timi baby America and whatever outside country omo nyina baby.
And that means say Okasa. So Okasa, the other Igbos in the other regions are not in support of him. How come say a Drew festival now they all come?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is the problem. So me like omu kan oye king. Into onye king adenti not me call ye leaders ho okohun police way okohun leaders way like our role as a king in our country. So obetana as a king Emma Igbos for them. Into ni omu kan de omu dada Ghana for na or rule as a king ewo Ghana. Into say omu wo king ankasa ewo Igbo ho no de Ghana had the obetna enti onsa ne chinko enti ono no emfa ne wenti oberu king ewo Ghana ha no wenti eno na ko say yenhwe na oye king ankasa yeah enti me say na me so me hu the oru as a king as a no king ada movie na yenhwe anade
I'm watching Nigerian movie.
Yeah. It's like he's acting movie or what for Ghanaians to watch.
No, they think they are following Ghanaians. That's it. Yeah, they think they are smarter than us.
All right. Mpacho the one we see.
Okay.
Only one we see. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll go to someone. Okay. Thank you. Then Akos, welcome.
I was on
Hello,
mute.
Akos.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Hello to
Welcome.
everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Akos. How are you doing?
Hello, Akos, can you hear me?
You know, Igbos have a saying. Igbos, right? They have a saying. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yep.
hear you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay. So Igbos have a saying. I don't know. I can't speak Igbo, but I'm going to try my best to say it how they say it. They say Igbo nweze. It means Igbos do not have a kin, and that's something they all brag about. Hey, we don't have a kin. We like most Igbos in Nigeria. As for us, we are not one of those type of
I think
tribes.
I've heard something like that before.
They brag about it because, as you know, they are one of the most arrogant people ever. They go to people's countries, raise their shoulders. Oh, like they go to South Africa, I have a master's degree, I have a PhD, and so they'll be looking down on the local South African men, just like they do in Ghana. So my question
Mm.
to Nigerians is, why is there 300 million people burdening every country in the world? They're doing it in South Africa. They're doing right now as I speak to you. If you go to places like Italy, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, a friend is saying Dubai, people don't want to rent places to them anymore. How come in Ghana? I can say in Ghana, we have out of the 54 African nations, there are other African people who live in Ghana. People from Liberia. Come on, Liberians had a civil war. They came to live in Ghana for many years. They didn't trouble us. There are so people, many people from Ivory Coast. You don't ever hear an Ivorian doing any crime in Ghana. But and then whenever you mention it, they feel offended. Oh, you're picking on that. No, we are not going to put up with that bullshit anymore. This is who said excuses. They be more excuses. Oh, Ghanaians are picking on us. Ghanaians are doing this. No. Because 1 inch, they'll take a mile.
Yeah.
Ghana. You're not granted you're married to a Ghanaian. But you still have to respect her. Even the simple fact that you even decided to call yourself a king in another man's land, that alone is a disrespect in itself. What's your say? Ghana, why not Timmy friend who or call Nigeria friend who I'm a king, my Timmy, me be Timmy village, or be at me? That is so disrespectful.
But,
Intimidate me
but
authorities, like I'm
according to
saying.
him, yeah, of course. So according to him, whenever he's
Yeah,
talking about his
yeah.
kingship, he states that he is a diaspora king. I don't know if you get
We don't care.
like the
We
meaning of
don't care
that.
whether
Like,
they are strong king or whether we okay, who the king are the king of fear. Don't be coming
Yeah.
to sit on social
Exactly.
media broadcasting. I'm a king and carry your shoulder. You are not a king in Ghana. You are a foreigner. You will always be a foreigner. Even if you live in Ghana 1,000 years and you get a Ghanaian passport, we will not accept you as a Ghanaian. First and
Period.
foremost, other than Nigeria for no, all these years, how we had freedom fighters back in the day. We had Nkrumah, we had Lumumba from DRC, we had Nelson Mandela. So many freedom fighters always fighting for the freedom of their future generation, right? And they shed blood and people died. And now, as we speak in 2025, Ghana this type of peace and freedom that we all brag about, that people from all across the world respect us, right? Other than Nigeria, for once in their freaking lives, why don't they unite? And their bad governance now, what Nigeria now for almost 67 years in Timuni Kania. Your friend is saying 419 scamming, kidnapping. A couple of months ago, now Sofo was saying all that nonsense. Why can't you guys rally together? Like we see how the Kenyans, what the Kenyans youth did last year, 2024, made me realize Nigerians are the weakest and the most coward country in the whole wide world. Because if the Nigerian youth Kenyan youth relentlessly did that on the streets, we all saw it on social media for days and weeks on end because they are having bad governance and their root or no mompe. And then a Nigerian for Muntimingasa. Look where end SARS in 2020. You did it for like a week. All they did was all they had was their iPhones standing on social media and taking a picture with Davido and taking a picture with You know what I'm saying? Freedom is not handled on a silver platter. You fight for it. People are going to die. Regardless, do it. Someone to me get together. So split the fuck up into 3 countries. Do Igbo land, do Yoruba land, do up north, whether it's middle belt. And split no be a because 300 people way the country is sinking and they want to burden the rest of Africa and we will not accept it. Nigeria is the only reason why I don't want United Africa as much as Nkrumah wanted, because yes, our United Africa now some way will be the biggest burden on everybody. You claim you are the smartest. Yeah, you are smart. If you go to New York, you go to California, they have all the doctors and all these smartest in your brain. Why can't you fix your fucking country and try to be more burden? Ghanaians, we will not accept that Igbo king or whatever. So Musi sa village in your best channel. Me or diaspora, maybe feel your best channel, your best running channel. Because we will not allow our forefathers to
it's better we go the diplomatic way than
Yes. Because our leaders are just being lenient, and I feel that monies are exchanging hands. You understand what I'm saying? Money. Oh, and almost a week. I mean, take an example of what this knee. I'm not going to pick on knee because he celebrated his birthday, whatever. But the fact that you invited all these celebrities from Nigeria, people you've never met, and I can tell you a fact, you never met them. She just brought them in for bragging rights by going through Bolare to invite all these people, paying them $3,000 each. Why would you do that? Into Omofo say, Ghana, what you say, we are celebrities since you are events. And then nobody who say Ghana for we are timid, we are weak, and they take our leniency to be our weakness. And we are not weak.
Somewhere
like 1 second. I will tell you to your face.
Do you know 2 years? I think 2 years today, I think actresses were invited. Can you hear me? Yeah, Mr. Charles, come to you, please.
Yeah.
So actresses were invited to, I think, some award in Nigeria also.
Right.
Yeah, and only for them to get there and realize that even the ticket they bought for them was fake. Like it was fake ticket. They were stranded at the airport. Right. I don't know if I have the video here. Let me see if I can get a video.
The reception is so bad.
This Nigeria, they don't have any even single respect for Ghanaians at all.
I haven't uploaded the video yet. They literally I don't know how to put it. They I don't know the word to use, but they made a fool out of them. Seriously, and they were forced to come back. They couldn't even attend the program. They had to return back to Ghana. And we have actress like Akofa.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Mary Safo and all that. They were so mad. I know what you're talking about. And even Nana Mike Brown also went there. They treated her very bad. So always she talks about it. Yeah, they don't respect Ghanaians.
Yeah, they don't. And you put up a party and you call even those that their careers are even dead as at now.
Yes.
Oh God.
And I asked the Nigerian.
This is how we made them look superior.
Yes.
You hold a party without these people, like
You know, I asked a Nigerian once many years ago. We were flatmates in University of Hertfordshire, UK, I say. And I asked her, now, why do you always kind of like look down on Ghanaians? Also, back in the day, you guys were maids and watchmen in Nigeria when Nigeria was doing well. And so deep down, they are jealous of all these friends saying, All these bloggers who are they say
are
there's about
jealous.
100 bloggers. There are about 100 bloggers are almost every single day talking about Ghana on TikTok.
Yeah.
As I say they are jealous. They are
Yeah,
really
Mm,
good
they,
at like
mm.
small Ghana, and a small Ghana.
Can,
So the
can I
major, so we should be very,
Mm.
very, very, very careful. Whenever
can I
their celebrities come, see how our youth rally and go meet them at the airport. As a man who some Denzel Washington be. I think what they don't. Oh gosh. But we should also educate our kids, right? One day I was speaking to my niece. I was like, she's about 16. I'm like, so who do you want to marry when I was as for me, when I grow up, I want to marry a Nigerian. Wouldn't they tell Kasa because of the movies she watched? See all these handsome guys, me computer, where Jimmy wouldn't answer. Oh, so we should really educate our kids that we are different type of breed. We are different people. We are raised humble with respect. This is how we do our things. So do not let these fools and these born criminals influence you in any way. We are Ghanaians. They are Nigerian. We are close to somebody. Ivorians don't say we are closer
yeah.
to because we are blood siblings. Ivorian for just said because of colonization, they
That's
speak
all.
French, we speak English, and so we don't communicate as much. So Anna Nigeria for my years social media, and we are the same. No, we are not the same. We don't have your
Mhm.
characters. Everybody. I
I
mean,
call,
it's
sorry. I
mhm.
call, do you know, my main can we answer me briefly? Unim, do you know the unim dia obey?
Oh,
Mhm.
So that obe o dem krana
ọsẹ
di
mi
be
kò
free
bí
one.
so
Oh
ọsẹ mi
sir,
Right.
kò bí
omo
Uh-huh.
meba I even say rush meba.
Uh-huh.
Oh sir, me no I always tell my kids to say I don't want to see any Nigerian in my house. I
Yes.
don't care what they say.
Mhm.
So what I do is when I see them,
is it
doing rituals, killing people and all
let's
that,
not make it
Right.
then you show it to them.
let's
Yes.
not
Then they
make
will
it
know
look
who
like
they are.
Oh,
we are
sister, what's my catcher rush? What I'm going to do in April, I'm launching a website. Right? I'll give permission to just a few group of people to log in. I will not make it public yet until I have a lot of your evidence. The mail of that website and it said, Minya who said Nigeria need be a crime or Ghana pet major video evidence. Now there are two websites and also Nigeria or any Kobe or RSB or Maya crime beer. That website will be strictly exposing Nigerian crimes around the world. The Abasi they should get the fuck out of Ghana. This is our evidence. They
Mm-hmm.
are influencing our kids. This is the evidence we've gathered for the past 3 years. This is our evidence. So they make sure, and I
Mm-hmm.
hope everybody else who likes to blog or whatever can do the same, because this is
Yeah.
too much.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say we are so getting more and more and
Yeah.
more. And as they are always showcasing Ghana on the TikToks and the Instagram, most of them who are there struggling, or goal and aim is to just enter Ghana by any means necessary. Now, yes, we young for more border than Jimmy for no. Say how much naira near the more no map no ma be rim. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So our leaders are really failing us, and we're not gonna tolerate it. No, we're not gonna tolerate it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
all right.
To make that a crowd make no.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Mr. Charles.
Yeah,
Yeah, welcome.
thank you. And good evening to you
Yeah,
all.
Good
good evening. Good
evening.
evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you are watching from the beginning.
I just came in, so I only heard a little bit of about what Our Lady is saying about the Igbo king.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're reacting to the video between Mr. Manager and Sunny Media. And
Okay.
according to Sunny Media, the Igbo king is not accepted by Igbos in Ghana, all Igbos in Ghana, and that he's just ruling over the Igbos in Accra. And that he is even not a king, he's just acting as a king.
Yeah.
And then, according to him, even the other Igbo chiefs in other regions do not regard him as Igbo king, as they are king, they are superior.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So What do you think about that?
Okay, the American say, alatafoɔ ankasa no, me nka English, and American tree. Alatafoɔ ankasa no, ɔmo ti sɛ ɔwɔ, ɔmo wɔ two faces, ɔmo wɔ two faces. Mmerɛ bi etwa mu no, bibi si wɔ Ghana, ɛna mede bɛyɛ mfatoɔ ho, na mo ahu picture no clear. Enti na STC minibus bi ɛɛkɔ Kumasi ɛna yɛkɔ rɔbo ɔmo. Enti the other ones na ɛwɔ akyire no ɔmo gyinae ɛna ebi mu twa ɔmo ɛna ɔmo kɔɔɛ. Enti akyire one Nigerian guy bi wɔ front na ɔyɛ call sɛ mo bɛkae a na ɔkasa. Enti driver no ka kyerɛ no sɛ ɔngyae call no na ɔmo aduru baabi a ɔmo
Yes.
ɔbɛsi saa. Yes. Enti this same Sony media no ọba bɛka yɛ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔinterpreti deɛ guy no ɛɛka wɔ kaa no mu. Ɔsi guy no wawari foforo. Enti wawari foforo yi ɛna ɔka ɔmo beginning asɛm ama nipa no ɔne no kasa no. Later na police folk ɔgyi video no ni saa nneɛma no a ɔmo hwɛ sɛ na nneɛma ɛkɔ no. This same Sony media came again say ɔno guy no ka sɛ obi di wayɛ connection ama obi ɛna ɔde nipa no kɔ baabi na ɔmo akɔgye sika eti na no akɔyɛ mmienu wɔ hɔ. Wɔn eti otimi ho sɛ alatafoɔ ankasa no a ɔmo nam no ɔmo di atoro tank mmienu na nam. Enti ɔmo hu na ɔmo nim sɛ woyɛ smart a na ɔmo adane ɔmo ano. Ɔmo hu na ɔmo nim sɛ wonnim ɔmo nso a ɛwɔ deɛ ɔmo ka. Okay, coming to the Igbo chief no, wotumi hu sɛ alatafoɔ yɛ ebi mu a ɔmo daadaa nipa. Nneɛma ɛkɔ so nyinaa ɔmo nim. Na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ ɔmo ti sɛ ɔmo fo adeɛ ɛkɔ so no so. Na yankɔho ɔmo nyinaa sɛ they are the same. Enti ɔmo bɛba out abɛka sɛ oh we are mpene so oh wemu deɛ say wemu deɛ say wemu deɛ say. Enti at the end of the day no ɔnhu sɛ ɔmo no akwa bibi ti sɛ oh Sony media deɛ ɔyɛ different. Oh, Niger, Mr. Manager Niger, or a different. Oh, on this way, but at the end of the day, no, they are the same people. Aha, Sana Yatimika say, oh, Yoruba for the Omuye calm, Awusa for the Omuye Basabasa, Igbo for so Omuye Basaba, Omukita the same character, but Omu teacher Mumu in a sense say. Ubeka say wemu jo kakra na wemu no munye na wemu no munye, but at the end of the day no they are all Nigerians. Wahu enti alatafoɔ deɛ sɛ onni momu a unhu sɛ no mutie minomu ne wɔ krom ha na yɛhyɛ dan dɔso wɔ ha na utimi tie ɔmo anum kasa ni nneɛma utimi sɛ kro ne nyinaa yɛdi intro na build kro no yɛdi ntro na ewu ɔmo yɛdi ntro na erezi ɔmo enti ɔmo kɔtwa ntro a enye ɔmo ya ɔmo prepare saa nneɛma yi nyinaa saa na ɔmo tie midamasi.
Rush, can I say?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, Madam V.
Sorry, I missed
Yeah.
from last week. I was busy with something and I couldn't make the time.
Okay. Okay. I hope one as well as end. Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to say something. It seems
Yeah,
Madam
I wanted to
she's
say
gonna.
something. Mr. Charles was saying, yeah, the Nigerians are like that because recently when we came out and we were talking about Igbo King, I mean the festival, that Ghanaians were saying that no, we don't want him to do, I mean, their festival in Ghana. This man came out and said, from Ghana to Nigeria, how many people have money to buy plane tickets to go to Nigeria? So my
Madam,
question to
I'll get back to you very quick.
You're talking to me.
Yeah,
Are you
I'll
talking
come
to
back to you. I'll come back to you real quick.
yeah,
Okay.
So,
let her talk. That's fine. Let her talk.
No,
okay.
Auntie finished. Auntie finished, so I can gather my
Yeah.
thoughts. Because you've
Oh, okay.
Okay.
actually
I was
started.
just saying something a little bit to what Mr. Charles just said. Nigerians are like that. They think they are fooling Ghanaians, but they're fooling themselves because we know them. We are smarter than them. There was a time this man was celebrating their ritual festival. That's what I called it.
No,
And
it's
then
Igbo festival. It's Igbo, not ritual festival.
whatever they call it, because it's ritual. It's rituals. It's not real. I mean, festival. Yeah.
Igbo festival.
So he came out and said, how many people have money to buy the ticket to Nigeria? From Nigeria to Ghana is like a flight is like 45 minutes. So I sent him a question that, okay, the people are coming from Nigeria to Ghana. Are they not going to buy tickets? So what's the meaning of people going to your country and then celebrate your festival over there? So these people, they have, I mean, different mouths. They talk differently all the time. So what Sunny Media just said, nobody should listen to him. That guy is a criminal. He's I don't know the word that I should use, I should use for
No,
him.
but
So
now we have no evidence on Sunny Media being a criminal.
you know
Let's
what?
just
Let me explain it to you. If someone comes to your country and the person beg you to help him, you help the person if it's financially or whatever, and then later that person comes around and insults you. What do you call that person? He is a criminal. Yeah, he's not
no,
really.
no,
I
no,
mean, he's not genuine person.
you
Yeah,
can no, you can put it as somebody who is a confident trickster. Let's just
No,
I don't even care because they are in our country killing
Sister,
people all the
Sister
time.
Angie,
So
Sister
Madam V.
Angie,
Oh,
Sister
it's
Angie.
Madam V's time. So
No, me the beat
yeah.
your Sister Angie ni there no so.
yeah.
Okay, please let
Yeah,
it be quick. Time is running, so
okay. Ooh, alatania o aye ni wo se oye papa no. Na nneɛma akɔ yie ma no. Ba sɛ nneɛma sisa ma no a, ɔmo timi sisa ɔmo ho. Ɔmo fa saa bad ways no. Enti ɔmo nim saa nneɛma no nyinaa. Enti sɔne ɔwɔ hɔ nom no. Because wabɛnya asomdwe bi wɔ Ghana. Enti na wohwɛ no a ɔyɛ criminal. Ɔyɛ
oh
criminal.
no.
Yes.
No.
okay.
Yeah, Madam V.
Oh, good afternoon, all, and good evening, good
Yeah.
day. Yeah,
Good
I mean,
evening.
I just, you just came on my feed, and I said, no, I have to get on, especially speaking about that guy. No, me sorry, Rush, me support to many animal makasa before. That one, or you dubious, or you liar. Yeah, there have been so
Mhm.
many videos that, and so many postings that he's put up, and I have watched. He's caught a triple tongue, not even a double tongue, triple and quadruple tongue. These people, they are like chameleons, like Brother Charles said, they are snakes under the grass. Yeah, they will almost back, they're looking for means to get a foothold. And once they get a foothold, they will show you your true character, which is exactly what the dubious 419, as Amma keeps saying, chief. He's not even a chief. Whatever he is doing in Ghana. I'm sure when he came, he probably presented himself as somebody than what he is doing now. How on earth, where on this earth, you go to somebody's land and you become a king? It is not even, it's not just it's just to say, not doing this to Musa. Not doing
But
Musa.
he says he's a diasporan king.
Diasporan king, but who made him a diasporan king? It's not on our land. Uncle and the diasporan king elsewhere. Where is a diasporan king? And then also calling himself HRH. That is a people with a bloodline to royal, and that they are entitled to use that title. People who have a bloodline, or you are married into a royal, and you've been given a position.
According to him, he said when it comes to the Igbos, it's not by lineage. Like that's not how they go about it.
Rush, we have to preserve our traditions and culture. As the saying goes, when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. You are in Ghana. We have a different interpretation into our royals. We have a different interpretation to our stools, leaning into our stools. We have a different interpretation in our culture. So he cannot come into Ghana and impose it. It's not paper. What do you say? Insult to us. Onwaba. Wabek Romho. Yabema no ba worry. Waba be na juma wa comfortable. Onu he's loading himself over you, Rush. That's what this man is telling us. He's a disrespectful human being. Absolutely, I loathe him. And I'm sure many Ghanaians loathe him because he has no respect. He's not cultured. He was the other time telling Ghanaians not cultured. In Ghana, when our leaders are not doing the right thing, we have the right to tell them. Because they are our fathers and our mothers and our uncles, and they are our blood. So we have the right to tell them that this is not going right and they have to change their ways. How on earth does he leave his Igbo land? Everywhere, I've seen so many videos now. They are making demands for Ghana land, a piece of land in Ghana. They are making demands. We are very industrious, hardworking, so give us land. Meanwhile, your land.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that. We're gonna come to that after this topic.
Okay. Meanwhile, your land is 45 minutes plane flight away. It's not out of space, right? It's not in a space somewhere that you have to have several hours flight to get there. It's 45 minutes. Even if you take to the road, you make it in a day. Yeah? So how on earth does he come to Ghana and make demands on us to give them a land to build his kingdom? And he doesn't see it as insulting. It's insulting to us. And if we Ghanaians allow this kind of thing to go on, our ancestors will curse and punish us because we have not done what they expect us to do. For what they did, shed their blood for that land. It's a disgrace. Some media, I've seen so many of his videos where incidents has happened and a Nigerian is involved, and he comes around twisting his tongue, saying one thing and the other, pretending. It's a pretentious snake under the grass. They are all the same. Who asked them to come to Ghana and showcase Ghana? Nobody's asked them. Ghana, our ancestors did the job for us. Our ancestors ahead of us did the job for us. So everywhere we go, you mention the name Ghana and people stand up and say, yes, Ghana. And the first thing they will say, even if they don't remember the chief, they'll mention Osagyefo. Who the hell are they? Who asked them to come to Ghana to portray anything for us? Our job is done for us, for our ancestors. It's up to us to uphold the rights and the dignity and the hard job they did for us. Instead of us to say, yeah, Jimmy, a good chroma. Come on, be a good chroma, no, almost say chrono. Almost say chrono. In their grave as we speak. They are crying bitter tears because we, this generation, are fools. Excuse me to say, came obi ambe kroma no anya de ope. Obi abe kroma no dictate my near paying for the children ho shower omo. No more twist. This morning, I'm a video about the level of criminality. And it brought my mind to it. Say, these people, for one, everything they do now, most of our big media stations don't talk about it. You see YouTubers like yourself and others talking about it. And maybe one or two radio stations will pick it up. You don't hear the big guy. Why? This particular guy, he said top criminal, drug dealer, you know, the amount of drug they said they found that guy with, no, if he has hit the country arrest, our children would have been dying on the street. What you are seeing now with people with trauma, no, you won't be. It would have been double or quadruple. We don't have the hospitals to care for people. We don't have the psychiatric hospitals even to care for people who are roaming the streets not well in their head. We don't have the hospitals. We don't have the financial. Parents also need peace to look after their children. And our security forces, our law enforcement have watched this guy commit heinous crime, bringing a container load of drugs rush. What is going on in Ghana? What is going on? What is going on?
And after all this, when he was grabbed, even when it came to the publication, they covered his face, saving his identity.
This is a 50.
It's up. I mean, what do you want to ask here?
Because the Igbo king has told them not to showcase them. That's why.
No, it's actually the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Ghana who had a meeting with the Ghanaian authorities, and the decision was this: that I think Ahmad did a video on this as well, where they listed all the news regarding Nigerian criminals, and that they don't want that anymore because most criminals are few, and what they do is affecting the good ones. But the good ones are not, telling on the bad ones.
How come the so-called good ones are not coming out to speak?
Yeah. They're hiding the bad ones. So we need to put them all together if we can't differentiate between good and bad.
The thing is that you can't come to our country and come and dictate what we should do.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
We should be able to enforce our laws regardless, wherever you are. So who committed crime, they stated he's a Ghanaian, he's this, he's that. Why should you come to our country, come and kill our children, rape and murder our children for ritual whatever, and then you expect us to hide your identity? I mean, what do you want? You think about leaders think. I was in Ghana just 2 years ago. Because Madam for Kaswa, Madam for catcher me says a man park me car far away from the fie, or say a boss 6 pair Nigeria for one we see crying, one more spot, one spot in the middle of the road. It's who I went to see in time now. You can't pass.
They block the road.
Can you imagine?
They block the road.
They block the road.
And you see a few months ago there was incidents also boat drivers or these drivers, boat or whatever, Django or boat or whatever they are. They were going on taking rides, and they've been killed, and their car was stolen. And one of them, they found the car near a flower. Yeah, what is going on? The other, Amma also mentioned this about this Okada drivers that they claim that one of them got attacked. A young man picked a ride, and what's wrong? These people are not human beings. They're supposed to be in the midst of us.
When you think about it, your blood will just boil. I mean, how Sawaba Obi Chrome, you have the guts to block their streets and prevent anybody from coming or going until you finish what you are doing. What's it be that? Yeah, you bet back or yes, our Nigeria.
Oh no, it's me. And the same thing, you see? You see, the same thing, the same thing Igbo King wants to do, to build his community and then have only one way going to that community. And then we can imagine how many children they're going to kill them.
And the chief of it, name it after his Igbo ancestry. Did any of his Igbo ancestry die for Ghana? Did any of his Igbo ancestry shed their blood when our ancestors were doing for him to have the audacity to come there and tell us he's going to build his community, give his name, his Igbo ancestors? That the level of disrespect these people are showing us is beyond me, and Ghanaians are sitting there.
I said, Uber Ghana, North Jolly, just.
Okay, Mr. James. Mr. James.
Somebody's.
Hello, Mr. James.
Mr. Rush, if he's
Hello, Mr.
let
Rush.
me just okay, go on, Mr. James.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Rush.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, can you? Okay. Yeah, we are listening to you, please.
Oh, media course organ any hinano. Mitimu say yempeni mfo no amudi enimu no. Omo mboa Ghana kura, omo no mo se Ghana no. Omo se Ghana. Enti me hu se de bia me kasa se me ne wo kasa na se me kasa kirewa. Eya me kasa se Ghana yo man be ye serious pa nka samre we. E wo se parliament ankasa no. Ye de band de to so. E wo se Ghana for protest etia ye parliament said ye koso Ghana no. Ye ni nji ho. If you say
A national
me
security
reason
threat.
why yes, your life no Ghana for your life at risk. Inti e was say on man no ye man penifo ne hu say so omo ndwen ye ho a ye ba ma parliament no akulusu
No, I say
because
you
ye
started
ntumi ntina o
taking law
man
in our hands. To said now me person make your area home.
yeah
We have to Mr. Ube who are so blatantly from 6:30. The woman in I'm crying so how?
Brother Mintua, no sorry, brother Mintua. Your sister said how much I hear from airport runabout.
Exactly.
Airport runabout. And almost
Exactly.
I'm on the drink from.
What am I saying?
Oh, will be about. What is
Oh,
it? Yeah, Ghana for man, you know, on the airport. So,
them times we should try
and
this
until me
so-called
make us
Laref circle a 300 no. Says here openly every area baby that woman in am home. Nigeria for nkwa. And police checks and I didn't Google quite any chain. They don't care. The police just I mean, oh man, what you have with us?
Okay, so
and until me make us say
let's move to the yeah. For you're moving for the next week.
And until me make us say Ghana your man ye serious and ka wose sable we and ka wose ye the parliament and ye the band to so because you say penny for they don't think about the Ghanaians, they don't think about our future or our safety. Inti ye no say me omo hu say Ghana for ye ni abre so mo ndwen ye ho ye drink ye safety ho because all those things that we are talking about it's about our safety. So
it's a
because
national security issue.
no agogwo national security issue no why mo no how mo in charge why
yeah, the government.
You know what I
they're
was
not
saying
doing their
is,
work. They're
what
not
I
doing
was
their
saying
work.
is
And now,
this is a matter.
no. All the big question will say like, who person will take the law into your hands? Almost about attack you.
I have one suggestion.
And see,
Please listen.
our parliament, they are there to make sure say rules and regulations are working. And say rules and regulations and any juma. Why am I blame you? I am putting for a blame you because all team let's go so now.
Okay.
Life no is at risk.
I
Now penina all what
have a suggestion.
Yeah, Madam Vic, come in.
Okay. Can I speak? And I'll be quick for.
Yeah. Please speak, but please let me quick. Okay?
I'm gonna be very brief, please. So this is what I'm saying. Instead of us complaining about our media not showcasing their crime they're committing, listen, sometimes we the people, we have more power than the people in parliament. How do we have the power? So we can use it to do many things. We can rally our communities. Let's communicate with each other. Let's broadcast about the Nigerians and things they are doing. Everybody should have a lookout. So parliament for yeah, kasa you bet me you see a phone, you bet me a podcast, you bet me a YouTube. just like they are making so many YouTubes as almost promoting Ghana tourism. No, yes, we are going to showcase all their crimes they are doing and make noise. I'll collaborate with some South Africans if need be, or more comedy and everything that we are going through with these people. So we can take the power into our own hands. We don't have to wait for parliament. Never they or more parliament for finally they're going to say, okay, this is getting out of hand. We have to say something about this. But we should not wait for a government to do something about it. We can do something about it. I'm not saying we're going to take matters into our own hands because
Mepacho, meet me akasa.
yeah. So that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, we are moving to another topic, but regarding so this time around, it's going to be like 5 minutes, so it doesn't,
Okay.
cause, yeah. So the next thing is the Igbo, is it? I don't know whether Central Region also. The Igbo chief over there is requesting for the government support for land acquisition. Because to him, like they are industrials and all that. So to help matters, they are pleading with the government to step in for them. At least if the government can give them some land for them to start some factories and stuff. So I'm going to play the video for those who haven't seen it to see it, and then we carry on from there. Let me see if I can see the video.
Right there.
So it seems they were basically staying and saw them entering. She threw the phone down.
No.
So they threw the phone down.
Oh. These guys, you the just give me that's where you are going.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can.
Yeah.
Where are you? We can see you.
Oh, I'm trying to get a video to play, but I don't know. It's not. So let's just. According to them, they are seeking for the government assistance. So to make it easier for them to acquire land in Ghana, so they can set up some factories and all that. Because to them, when it comes to the Igbos, they are very industrious and all that. So if someone will also say, okay, if we want them to leave our retail business for us, why not? Because this is actually what someone sent to me, a text someone said to me, that if you want them to leave the retail space for Ghanaians to take like total control over the retail, then what's wrong with the government helping them acquire lands to build factories and all that, so their people can work and all that in those factories? So let me start with you, Mr. Ben. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think Mr. Ben is on.
You are muted.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben is not on.
It's not online.
Okay, Angie.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
What what
I am.
what what do you have to say to
Yeah,
me?
don't worry yourself to talk again. Let me talk. That's okay. I heard everything. You know, these people, I don't really know what they need from us. They have their bigger land. They bigger than Ghana, right? They said the giant of Africa. So their population and their land and everything. So what do they need from Ghanaians or Ghana? And it's because we let the Black Americans come home. We gave them the land, and that is the reason why they also talking every day. But we want to tell them that we don't have any land to be given to them. They are not Ghanaians. They also have their land. They should go over there. They are industrious. We know, we understand. So if all of them tripping into Ghana, I mean, what about their land? This is the small land that we have. And then our children, our grandchildren. So when they come and, take our land from us, if they are sensible people enough, they should think that our Ghanaians are also going to give it to their next generation or their children, their grandchildren, and stuff like that. So we don't owe them any land. Nobody is going to give them the land. We don't want them to establish any business, nothing in Ghana. If they are industrious, they can send their industrialization to their own country. Nigeria also need them. Kids are struggling very hard to, put food on the table. Okay, so they should go there and develop their country for their next generation. We don't need them. They are not going to stay in Ghana, so they should learn something about it. Why do we have to give them land? Whilst they are in the same West Africa, they also have their land. Why are they competing? They are competing with Black Americans. They have to, develop their country so that they also allow Black Americans to come over there. Okay? So these people, no, I don't really know what they need from us. They are so, witches and wizards, and we have to tell them. We don't have to scared to tell them what they are. Okay, so we don't owe them anything. When our forefathers were trying hard to build our country, Nigerians were not part of them. So we don't owe them anything. This is what I can tell.
All right. Madam Stella.
Yeah.
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 So if you want them to leave the retail space, then why don't you just give them the land so they leave the retail space for you, to enjoy
We don't
it?
want them. We don't want them at all in Ghana. All we want, all of them to leave Ghana, because we cannot give them the land, because the land is small for us. And Ghanaians supposed to be serious with that, because how? Why? They have their land, and they're also from West Africa. Their country is not far from us. So why they need land to make to build their company and make their fake products and kill Ghanaians? That is not gonna happen. Ọmụ wɔ ọmụ asase wɔ hɔ. Adịn nti na ọmụ ngosi ọmụ companies na ọmụ nye ejuma wɔ hɔ. Ọmụ so nye ejuma. Ọmụ country ni hia. Ọmụ economy ni. Na ọmụ build ọmụ economy ni wɔ hɔ. Ọmụ government ni hia mmoa. Ye Ghana ye hia mmoa free Nigeria for hɔ. Nti adịn nti na ọmụ force Ghana. So ọmụ di Ghana mpem sɛ ye useless country na ye. Adịn nti na ọmụ pɛ sɛ ọmụ ntena Ghana. Ọmụ country ni hia mmoa. Ọmụ hia mmoa nti adịn nti na ọmụ nkọ ọmụ country enkonye nne ọmụ pese ọmụ ye ena Ghana nkwa na ọmụ pese ọmụ ntena nti land ni de se government ni ma ọmụ land ni de na chese sese a Nigeria for na ọmụ control ye, because se bibia ọmụ beke bia na government ni ye ma ọmụ de ende ye se Ghana na yeti na yeti hɔ kwa, how say ye ma Nigeria for land na ọmụ nye den nti media yeah. Land ni de any one kwan say yem fa ma Nigeria.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Yeah. Mpacho the one we see.
Aha.
So the one we
Kakra mekani say. Semi what to me. He says, "Say na ye mpanyinfoɔ no wɔ tumi a anka mi adwuma mɛbɔ ama Ghana no ɛbɛkyɛn de Lawrence bɛyɛɛ no because me a meti ha yi ɛbɔfuo adeɛ a ɛbɛhyɛ me ɛbɔfuo sɛ mekɔko koraa menhwɛ me kyi wɔho mɛyɛ adeɛ a me generation to come ɔmo hu me ba ɔmo bɛba bɛte me history ɛno na yɛfrɛ no a true leader Moi de bia common Ghana yesterday Ghana our backyard Ghana is the same size of one of our states and the Denamupe was that small village with that huge population. Two, say asumdwe ni Ghana akaombe babe bie omu num kankankan a omu di beka sa nyama yi ba enam se asumdwe bi na wo Ghana nti sa asumdwe no omu so mbetimi akreti ama omu hu kwasiani na ọjà ni die na osi ọkọ akọpẹ die obi kita ti sẹ uwọ yire na wagya wo yire wọ hɔ no sɛ obi yire na wopɛ nti wukɔ akɔ wuni obi kɔ akɔ tini minim twin wuni obi kɔ akɔpere ne yire hu wonyɛ kwasi a woyɛ kwasi a uzi
Opa na
you said it, you said
program.
it right.
yes nti yi sɛ yɛ ban no tìmí di asase ma nkurɔfoɔ yi a ɛdeɛ efi sɛ Ghanafoɔ nsɔre na yɛnkyerɛ aban no sɛ yɛn na yɛkita kuro no na yɛn na yɛ apɔnkye ɔno yɛbɛhwɛ mogya egu yɛbɛhwɛ mogya egu.
Oh no, we don't have to go that tangent.
Mr.
No, meaning say it's sometimes, but we have to still, know how to.
No,
this is the media.
Eti na mi kan say, minu akuma wo mi mu no. Akuma bi a mi ye na ma ye.
Yeah, I know, but yes, still, once say all kasa wo bedroom na I want to or was said yeah. I was saying, even Paul said, if that's what you want to do, you don't have to come out like that and all that. And diplomacy can also, play a part in solving some of these
diplomacy
things.
Africa. No, diplomacy Africa. Diplomacy Africa. Say diplomacy Africa. Anka Africa sisa da. Africa sisa enti radical way no enu na ye ma Africa enti na ye nyina ye kan say soldier di anima obi aye steady na we ye kan say mi me ma ban and try to say o man krofo yi omo asasi a and they equal to this Igbo king they are all yen nature there ya jetum and to kakra ni woni.
All right, Akos, thank you, Akos.
Mr. Kasa na
yeah Akos yeah meba say yeah meba say government no it's me Emma African Americans as I say okay omo ancestors every Ghana nti say every Africa nti yamamo asase na omo be stay na omo fenye omo community na there what is wrong with Nigeria for also a request for asase for for the other people.
Okay, I'm going to school them on why we're giving African Americans the land and not them. First of all, Ghana. The reason why we are giving African Americans leeway, they're not just Ghanaians doing that. For instance, the AES, which is Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, the reason is, unfortunately, our forefathers were part of the problem that was created where they were taken to the Americas, where they became slave for 400 years. See, America for only frustrate you more. And America, UK, Europe, as God will have it, it's said in the Bible, all those places are falling down. We all see it. And it's right because of Bonnie, a prophet is on our part, being part of giving them away to be taken as slaves. The least we can do for African Americans is to give them baby on Africa. No, most if in America, right? If they're doing burning or say ABA police ni kuoma na bibia. Muni baby ako. Yeah, Africans like Ghanaians, and at least we have a place to go. But African Americans don't have a place to go, and it's right. Every this year, when it's Ghana, we have 32 forts, 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 and then 3 castles. The whole Africa, there's no other country than Ghana that has that many forts and castles. And you guys can Google it to verify what I'm saying. Why is there so many of that here in Ghana? Because the 90% of the slaves that were taken to the Americas came from Ghana. What's the American say? And they all want to come home. Those in Uyi and Nigeria, the next country that has the most populated blacks, who were all taken from Africa, mainly West Africa, are also in Brazil. Then you have the Caribbean. Until we have to give them priority. Not a lot of women are say somewhere a giant of Africa. Why don't you go fix your countries? Why don't you go fix friend say your Igbo land and your Wana fix there? We will never give you priority to buy land. Never. And if any official gives them the right, first of all, I'm very curious. How many Nigerian population are in Ghana right now? I'm very, very curious to know their numbers. How many million or say thousands or how many in Ghana? I don't know nonsense, more Ghana and South Africa, other places. Imagine who said they can't take those things to Rwanda. They can't take that to Botswana or all this. They have a particular country that will many war because
especially the francophone countries.
The Franco obviously they don't speak French and then they and I will pay so but places like Botswana, you cannot take that nonsense there. You can't take that. He comes from a military background just like Rollins did, or a no-nonsense man. Maybe they are making it. They should not compare themselves to African Americans. African Americans, they have a reason of coming back, and we have the right to give them because they are oppressing them in America, even in 2025. What you see, and they want to come back home, and they are doing good. I don't know any African American because just a few, maybe a few, but not plenty like that. So Nigeria,
they don't really.
They don't cause any problems.
Most of them are retirees who are taking their pension money or most of them want the rural areas outside of Accra. What you are saying. And Miss Ropa said the way they've all completely, because I lived in Atlanta for 20 years, right? And so I know them very well. All of them talk about Ghana. Diana Michoni said the way they've fallen in love with Ghana more than any of the 54 countries, right? And I have a feeling the reason why they like Ghana, almost playing, but there's some type of feeling they have that they cannot explain, even though they've been to South Africa, they've been everywhere else. But Ghana is a particular country. Something shrouds them like they are home. What you say? Diana Hamilton said, Bonnie, right? We have the Pan-African village in Asebu. Asebu is 30 minutes from Cape Coast. Some of the few saying Ghana for the years. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to protect them. We have to protect every other African in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, Brazil, also protect you. And the only way we can protect them is get these criminals, born-bred criminals, Nigerians, out of our country. Granted, yes, there's some Nigerians doing some good job in Ghana. Or more in a business is good. So far as you're not coming out to speak out of the bad deeds of your brothers and sisters, and I mean the money you're criminal. That's all I'm gonna say. What did they make
The
us
good
say?
ones,
And we need to
there's
protect our
something
country.
underneath. The one
Yeah,
they said
that's
good
Nigeria.
ones, man, they have something underneath.
Ghanaians will never show off. Ghana for yes, then Nigeria be Busami many years ago. How come Ghana is not on the Fortune 5? We have Dangote on the Fortune 500. And listen, Ghanaians have a lot of rich people, but we are not loud rich. We are very quiet. We demure. We don't speak when they are rich. Yeah, you know. All the things you have to Ghana kaka say use no munye sikano. Omo ya say omo a lot of kwasi asem no ya sa omo. Sikano mbenya no mo flat no. We not like that. It's not in us. And to more, if everybody has children or nieces and nephews, mucho or mofo, yes, I'm not Nigerians. We will never be Nigerians. What you say? Our characters is known globally. We call Libya, we call one. Everybody will say Ghana for you're gentle, you're humble, you're respectful. Or what social media. I don't understand why Ghanaians say please so much. Hey, Obika please, I don't know how so Obika please. Because that's one is left for you, no such a problem. So Obika please. I mean, Nigerians, they're cursed country. They're cursed country. No one empire. Almost sorry, you worship God and you're sorry, baby. Then me catch you another generation. You guys, you don't worship God. You worship Mammon. Or say what is Mammon? Mr. Google it. Mammon is people who worship materialistic wealth. What I say? That's what you people are. Myself for phoning you. And you Gucci, Louis Vuitton, or Moshe. You don't worship God. You worship Mammon. That's why God has cursed you and made your country the headquarters of Satan. Now, person would be able to sign. Yeah, you
All right. All right.
Rush, rush.
Madam Vic. Madam Vic. Yeah,
Oh,
Madam
sorry.
Vic, please.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Moses says, no, me, I come in, no, me, I don't pass. Oh, and you want
And
to
then
ask a question or I should continue?
yeah, go on, please.
Okay, Rashi, I'm just going to be rational, Rash. Oh, Ghana, you assassin. We are population, and you're enough for crime, my yen. Okay? Ufa Ghana land mass, you have to put it in Nigeria about 3 to 3.5. Ghana is 1. Okay? Now, yenti say na Igbo way, almost demanding land and kingdom near, you know. Funny say not all the major tribes in Nigeria, no matter na a Hausa for some should be demanding land and kingdom. Yoruba for they say we know what happened. They too were demanding their owner. They got stopped. And then no be so free. Najaba, Fulani, no should demanding land and kingdom. Na a Zamrama Faba, no more demanding land and kingdom. Wangala, no more demanding land and kingdom. Mosi, or simple, I shouldn't say that because we're closer. You know, and all these people come in and make that demand on us. Where would the Ghanaian end up? Rush. And then I my ma omwechi. And they say colony at ton and you say bag near copy baby after. Oh, this argument that they constantly make and they try to equate themselves to the African American, I find it really pathetic. Asa nkwala mi no now ebia Oma baako ade na se baako no yemfa ne se ono ehun se wa ma baako ade na bi ade na wo de ma baako no bi enso ana isu na baako no too throw tantrums se ade na wo ma me bi ade na wo ma me bi knowing perfectly well se bi a wo kra wo de da baby already it is pathetic argument that they constantly make, pathetic beyond belief. How on earth Mama say you have your land a few hours away from ours, then you come here and demand you are industrious. Why don't you develop your region? Your region that been turned into a kunkum banditry and all manner of rubbish going on. I think na munko ho na munko siesie ho. Na yesu ya sori abase yesu ya ba ho abehwe. As you're so industrious, but yet you cannot develop your own region in Nigeria. Where the other tribes are doing their best to do.
Yeah, speaking of they like what goes on in their region and all that, you know. Let me play this video to buttress your point.
Okay.
What have you fallen? Yes, what have you fallen? Yes, what have you fallen? Men at work. 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 We don't want flying cow in our land. We don't want a cow in our land. We don't want flying cow in our land. This is the ESN. Lassa, this is the ESN. This is the ESN. We don't want flying in our land. Fanny must go. Fanny must go. Fanny must go. Fanny must go. This is ESN. Fanny must.
Wow.
So,
is this people
Okay,
that we are
so
dealing with?
that is the Igbo land, and they are driving Fulanis out of there. They are killing them, including even the animals. That Fulani must go.
Have you seen the nature of man? And they are in Ghana demanding we give them land. Hey,
If we give for Ankasa,
because the omo ye no e basa omo nyina baba begu Ghana ho me da na me yam hihimi o mo nya nentem
omo beba no mpanyimfo no na mo mabanti ya
Exactly.
so mpanyimfo no dia omo bie kwan ne dada wo omo they don't see what we see dia ya kan kra me sure say akwo omo tiri mo da se minimo ya na kasa wo say rush wo say dia ade bi wa obi wa wajimi wa so ka tell say wajimi o wow.
Madam Vicky, making it.
You know what? And my argument is with all these people, groups of people coming to Ghana and demand land from Ghana, where will Ghanaian be? Where would the Ghanaian be? Has the Ghanaian government even managed to accommodate Ghanaians? The Ghanaians, they need housing. Has he given them housing? Has he? No. Has Ghana government even been able to cater for the citizens of Ghanaian, the Ghanaians, which they can't? And you come in with your rubbish demand. These people, they just have no respect. They do not respect. And they take the Ghanaian calmness and generosity as weakness. Because they don't have concept of being generous and magnanimous to others. They don't have it in their character. They don't have it in their being. So when they come in and see the Ghanaian as generous, like the sister is saying, the Ghanaian will say please and thank you. And they will come and say, why should you be saying please and thank you? And then others will be on them. Like the other day, there was a buffoon, I wouldn't even call her a girl, that could even barely come out with her words, standing there, walking around Accra. I come here in Ghana and they say Ghana is good and I cannot have Goldie more and I want Goldie more and I want Goldie more. Even my children will not speak like that. My children even say their words properly. I want Goldie more and they talk that Ghana is good and I want Goldie more and I want Goldie more. That's filth. That disgusting filth.
Do you know
the whole Ghanaian since he's living in Ghana.
She exposed herself. She exposed herself. And it's like everybody could tell she was an illiterate, because instead of even her, let's say she wanted to label us uneducated. Then she was like, we are not graduate. We are not graduates.
No, there's no graduate in Ghana.
they need to educate themselves, because you can come to US and then you meet a white man and he said, "Hi, sir, who can I get fufu?" And the white man never know what is called fufu.
Yes, you should realize that it's a different country and Ghanaians eat different food and Ghanaians are used to different things. And her own pathetic being. Even though Korisha Bibi, no one who are frustrated. Now, who did a whole nation attempt a full time like her? The other time there was another one attacking the Uber driver because she refused to pay her bill. Now,
She
what
couldn't
are you
even
doing?
translate
And then the
the
almighty of
correctly.
all, the disgusting one with her eyelashes like a bayfono. On look what they say was just beyond me, you know. Just about committee, you know, some for this is your commerce man, Makumati, just muadie. Ghana was here, Yania come on to Konomo Commission. I was here pushing and paying for no said, President Mama, or sending the step on the letting no for no more. Ghana found some and said, step on the Kinomotomano. No, I'm just on your Najuma. The criminality never come too much.
Anyway,
Another state. And I mean, Nigeria, they pushing it. I don't know.
Kwame. Kwame.
yes, Mr. Raj.
Yeah, come
Okay. My point is that these people are a huge national security threat to us. That if we say we are going to rely on the politicians, we are wasting our time.
Exactly.
Do you know now in Ghana, every single day there's a robbery, like there's a robbery happening somewhere.
I'm not surprised.
Every single day.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. Oh, these people are a national security threat, and we, the populace, we have to take certain drastic actions into our hands. For starts, let us educate our people not to rent properties to them, shops and properties. If they come, let them sleep on the streets. They'll go back to their country if they don't get anywhere to sleep or rent.
They are using third parties to rent. That's what they do now.
That's why we need to educate our people so that we nip everything in the bud. Immediately you know that person is a Nigerian, you don't rent your property to them. Let us start with that. Number two, there's this organization in South Africa. I don't know, Wamoba out in the evenings. It's like some sort of a community watch sort of thing. We need to instill that in Ghana. Every neighborhood, we have to have that kind of neighborhood watch, and they go around and discipline even husbands who get drunk and abuse their wives and children. These people come and discipline them. There's order now in South Africa.
Wow, that's good. I've never heard of that before. That's very good. Very, very good.
Exactly. We need to inculcate that in Ghana. Every neighborhood. Say Kumasi for every neighborhood. Good all the neighborhoods. Accra.
Kaswa, so that they drive the other Nigerians.
Exactly. And then they all have these fluorescent tops. So car lights flashes open, you know that it's that organization. And they've got bikes, cars, pickups, they go around. The whole township is quiet. Because when they get you, especially if you are a criminal, as for that one, they beat you to death. They deal with you. What am I saying? We need to introduce that into Ghana.
Yes.
Because these people are misbehaving. It's not our culture, sir. It's not our culture, my mainland. It's not our culture, sir. In bar, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I mean, what are you trying to teach our children? Say Jantra, Subaino, okay, Anna. I mean, what's this? And our elders are sitting there allowing this to happen. Are they? You see, these South Africans, they come up with whips. They whip the girls off the street. Who's Rompo? What do I say? They've taken the law into their hands, and even the law enforcement collaborate with them. We need to bring this to Ghana so that we start instilling discipline. Because it was just too much. Allow sign of way. These people say your mom was sassy or Ghana. They will start having Ghanaian citizenship and using it all over the world to do in Kwasi Asem. Because they'll say, we are from Ghana, we have land in Ghana, we are Ghanaians. What can we do? We don't have to agree to these people getting any land or any foothold in Ghana. The sooner we get rid of them, the better. Thank you.
Na
Thank
sisi ya the
you.
land na ma wo ma e be
Yeah,
den hu.
Mr.
Eno ne asem no. Ah.
Mr. James.
Yes, sir.
Yes, boss.
Pacho Malandi or Mr. Rash?
Yeah, for so.
Oh, Pacho Malandi mo be full for Sunbrim. Say Nyansa de
I
any
thought
deeper Bakushim.
Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Patrick Kasawai.
Oh, Missy Mario, it's my Obi full for Sunbrim.
So Kwame.
Okay.
Kwame. Oh. Sorry, Kwame.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's Mr. James. Pacho, you can
Speaking
contribute.
Yeah, Mr. James.
I'm line in you.
Okay. Speaking of
Yeah, Mr. Rush.
Okay, yeah.
Near Kano. Me deɛ kɔ so ni na no me kan ka igbo fo ne deɛ no sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ yɛma matase na nka mo create wɔn company or whatever that they have in mind na nka ɔmo agyae retail na magana for you know the ɔmo kaka it looks like say these people are funny because my first question is say deɛ mo Nigeria for mo pɛ sɛ Ghana for mo kwan ma mo yɛ wa Ghana ho no anso ebetumi aba so anase ebetumi esi wɔ Nigeria saa sometimes no aya me person me hu video bi say Ghana for Nigeria they have opportunity or they are giving them that chance to say mo create mo kingdom anase mo community e wɔ Nigeria na mo yɛ de mo pɛ me person me hu bibi saa but I have never seen anything like that and ye wɔ evidence say Ghana for mo wɔ Nigeria Sir King Wavers no. They did not allow them to do their business direct to their customers. Until at then na mo Ghana for kwan mo nye mo business. Say their Ghana for wase mo ye. Na mo Nigeria for mo Ghana mo person mo ye business. They say their mo pay. Ade na o say bo musa. Until me no near cost Ghana ho nyina no. The nkofo mo blame mo ye our leaders. And they know whatever that's happening in Nigeria. Say Nigerians will never allow Ghanaian to do whatever that he wants on their land. More come in Nigeria for dominate to Ghana. No. Sometimes I don't understand. The minimum Ghana for Nigeria for some opportunity. No, so no Igbo man on to me friend once or your king.
Hello, James. Oh, it seems James in that issue. Okay. To sum it all up, there's an kid maybe Robbie be also very recent. I think this week here, and one of the victims was giving accounts of their course so near there. So I want us to watch and then share our 2 cents on that, and then we zoom out. So let's watch the video.
Private care people happen. I was saying at least a dog and business say, I didn't uncle and a visa. Love and I don't say, said that I'm a swoop. Say you. Love and Barbie, I am feeling. In fact, the Chemukoy up and sing your to our Roberts. Said Reverend on Barbie and our Roberts for an attack. Can I just win your menu now? To no try say, Nina, you can't free to a but my hands up. But it was a natural muscle. Say, Mansu, dear. No part now much, go to my at least a caddy or more one cassa. See, you won't say perfume, Manti Pichina Como no mood too. I wear so. Yeah, Diane, and I hear quiet. Yeah, quiet, and I had any. It's a hope. Na ọmụma enye kan ọmụ kacha ese dọve nnu faka na ọmụ like ọmụ dọ musa hwe nwe bi ọmụ abọ kwan bi ato dọve nnu faka na efa ho ọmụ di tuo no ahwe dọve nnu so dọve nnu de kan efa ho enti before na nkan se ọmụ stop ka na boy bi tin nchen ni ye hu se na ya robes ti no boy bi dem echen nchen enti boy no ya no sma me wo fun a fun ma me na mfensie ma o ta me de phone ma boy no oh ka o tina ka ma o siti ade no mo de share so no mo de share siti no e ho no nde ma na boy no ade me phone wura ma share side say mo so de nde no wura ma share side say let's say phone is chen nti tama omo direct ye kwa baby no mpo so mo de ye kwa no mpo ji ni ma enro na kai sbetla esuwa o ma je omo ne ma mu ne ntu ye de kwa ka ho na rad ni pomo poate ko tu ye no mo start say mo bi apeta nsa o fa wo san ka hwe mo bi apeta today any taken we are pretending to which or pack away and watch me near your phone. We your phone, this is skinny bag, and also bow code. A children, we are phone or sank a beam. Oh, true, the book would now watch you do. And what are children? I watch your phone. And says, I will balance his car. And you want no more bone naked. See, why I hope I almost strike it to my said on the boon to no. One of the Chinese baby, the man, pen for much ye be, and the man pan by Sarate. Fuya boy, I just see a mammy, okay, one more recade. There's a move for now. May a day, and now possess a phone no belly. So then it's nothing I could say. Be a phone could be unfair. Be up for phone. We do be we. That's the bay. Can't they come by paper in none. Me sure send or call police station. I could buy my name. Sippy up police for the pepper. On Betty, police for pepper. On Betty. I watch BT and never say. Maybe I'm best phone one. A police station, police belly, let's and a minute saying a multi-fan drawer. Multi-fan drawer. A berakaisia or machimus or machimuska. It's now get back on if she went back in almost one Natalia or what some more water leg won't put on Muka or fast and put there. Shot at no matse. So multi-minutes so borrow on that when I call. See, come up place for binding. Most of them na naked. Most of them na naked. Oh, mammy penny.
But this is the true state of the nation's address. So Sisia Ghana, no Sisia say na Ghana. Charlie. So Angie.
Yes, I'm speechless.
So you know, like Obia, if you're out there and you come to Ghana, patrol faka, you're careful. Oko Bibia, you're careful. Because Sisia, no, as we are speaking, Ghana is not safe. Don't forget what the Nigerian YouTubers are telling you. Ghana is not safe.
Ha.
Yanji.
Yes, Charlie, I'm speechless. So what am I going to say? I mean, Your leaders know. Now I thought Mahama was coming to edit Nana Akufo-Addo mistakes. Yes, so Omombra Ukraine for free, visa free. Now me force say Obano. Nigerians are prostitutes away a chrome. And your friend is say I'm robbers near my question. Now me force senka or ba. Now I best send your mama. Now where they from pan to fire. And see idea kwasi. Just every day, unless say one share YouTube there. Just a chrononia kunkumkwan na ekoso. Nigerians are people our ancestors never liked them. I will always say this. Yeah, nananuma ampe wama samo that because of the
one thing is with John narration, like when Steti say the people are Nigerians.
Now, I didn't know obvious. It is obvious. Ghanaians are pa. The American church say Ghana for you, your man are recruit woman. And see, yeah, can't I am my transparent. I am one more. Opa me and Pam woman in uncle. So they ain't we be who be more. So, and to say, they should go back to their country. Simple.
Mr. Ross, yes, you be yeshi.
They
should go back to their country. So what you say? And you know, I me who say Ghana for brothers be a platform so. Brothers are maba, and yes, and they are maba na mabeka ne maka na moko. Yeah, plan how I best solve that problem way. This is ridiculous and it's outrageous. We can't stand this. And si mama yen kan ye team boom. Na yan hwe kwan ya be fa so. Mama ma yen kasa se ya na ye ko. Mo every and from now on, no mama yen try say ye be ye bibi. Mo de sanya wo mo kra, mo de mo nko. Na yan kasa yen dealing with our own people. Okay? Aya wamwa no my sadie no oho ya nananum ampa woma sem because of all these things. So what you say nti adenti na ye mpanyimfo idie and 21st century omo de almost visa free to Ghana obia embra but yan kan hu se sankofo omo pia omo de bodyguards na nam omo make school omo de bodyguards na nam so ordinary Ghanaians like us no ye be ne dan se wahu nti me de make sisi an say and they are platform you see, especially Ghana for am was to say and mama nyina ye we as a meeting be near bekwa near fan kwan it does a big demonstration ebeba ho and 1 week near si Mahama door no so what you say aha na one more shall solve our problems we might because we there I mean I ridiculous annoying
all right Madam Stella.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, at the moment, this is what's going on in the country. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, and I say I'm mobile. Say, yeah, and you maybe say air coso or chronimo. And medium, so YouTube. TV station where me assure some you were TV station and Mahama so na so te inti minim de nientia omo me control chrono maybe security be tight because near koi anya say na Ghana 80 before 20 years ago 25 years ago before 20 years ago unkwa obetimi akọ baby unkwa anajo be say 12 2 na ubefie.
Oh, 20 years ago, they say too far. Just like even like 5-6 years ago, like people. Yeah.
Me na me ton ade. About 3 o'clock. Me nkwana me coffee. Me nsro. Ana metimi tena bonti sa me pese me tena na ade nchi kakra ansa me coffee. Na sisi ani ekoi de. Upie kwa bonti krapo like usro say over faka. Say unkwa unam krapo usro. Enti ko Mahama ko so onye bibi man na nye sade ya ye ko so yenye big demonstration pa yenye the government ni so pa se ne e ko no ye mpini say Nigeria for better na ko mu because omo tena kro we mu a ende Ghana for yewu nya omo ye de just for the beginning omo de my for the beginning say yeah ba be destroy mo say na omo kan say omo be destroy Ghana ni omo guso kakra say na omo say omo kono na sana omo pese omo ye Ghana nti yenye big demonstration yemaga government ni ho so wa omo aka TV station radio station so omo nka na no nti na omo so omo nka yenye dede ni omo ye wo YouTube ni we mu nyina obi anye dede yenye dede yempe de na say yen nyina ye be ko Ghana na yempe nkrofo nka ye ho na yi na yenko because it's too much me say me ba o Ghana say ena okofa taxi na bia Nigeria ni bia ko tana ye di handkerchief bi akata ne hwene na ne ye kokuna mama o me country ni o ma visa free no me country ana mo kumi busi ni bi obi ani wo ba be kasa say oh sorry ana bi say Nigeria for no mo kun sorry ngofo na ye kuma omuma no dia na mahama kan dia na nana do su kan ye omu mfi enti ya na ko say nyen sorry
the most annoying part is when you have even an interior minister and nobody has even uttered a word. The president, not the nobody, as if
it's crazy.
Everything is
like Bibia no machine form. Nkofo my bre esu hwe ne edi tuo ne sikan si omusoi adan.
Okay, Mr. Charles.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Rush, only bibi. Yesi ube shia. Now eshi. Ube nyumswa. Now enyu. Ebasa obia nimse na utie. Enti uye bibia na enye nkrofo hwanwa because already they know who you are or what you can do. One. Mi wo fie nu. Nama bebre wo honum a mitimi ye mi father kra ni hu dwiri nu emre bi ko ye krom na ye man bia onu so wo kronum o si ye nana mi grandfather okumobi enti ade na be ye kasakasa ente wo mu a ohun ni nana bia na waka saa we nu enti ohun mi pe ohun mi sister eno start so kan saa we nu ba mi na mi wetre mi sister kan kire mi na mi man one is straight kan kire nu say mi this ade nu wo na num bioma ade mi di be ye nu enfa hu say ye nyina ye free the same village. Because they be a kumobi, but they no nipa no ye ansa na ye kumu. And I'm the me can say. Se wo ye me adi na edru level la me ti mi fa bioma mi ye bibia mi fa mechi. Alata fo mu ba ye krom yi. Niamo mu ye yi ha ye. Na se yesu ye di enimia kakra be hye ye nsem. Na di bechi no mu hu mu nipa miensa eda abonti na ya ji omu kwen from so be say yesu ye ni abre ba ye die ye ku ye kra ye di be manyami enche about 5 years ago e soja ni mua a okita to wo ni hu adamahama ye kumnu ise oyo akronfo na Ghana for why din so mu kuma mu nipa afedi ohowe mu aba mu krom a omu ye nyama esen fata no ho de mu look ya ban no efse ye ma onti ase ese ye na edi nu si ho enke se bi nko ye ma ye na ye kana onti a ye efse ye bia na ebema Yahu be to enu na fi say ye because onu there was security o and obi ankotachi ni ba ye ni binu e say ye ndwi ye hu Enti me deɛ sɛ na makoma tie no ɛyɛ sɛ nyame de me afiri Ghana abɛduru ha. De bia me sister me busuafoɔ ka sɛ wowɔ fie a anka wayɛ bibi wɔ fie because da bia adi tantan wɔ no I don't like it. I don't like it. Enti sɛ
All
ɛbɛ
right.
sɔre a yɛn sɔre me damasi.
All right. Thank you. Akos.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Then Okafa, the current state of Ghana.
Yeah, I mean, we are treading on very thin ice. I think, sir, also you take it BBR serious. And like I said, we can do something because there's the power of social media. Yeah, our phones, just as much as these Nigerians are bombarding TikTok and social media with Ghana videos as if so more promoting Ghana, but deep down they are just jealous and wondering why God has blessed us and not them. And so they're wanting the people to troop into Ghana. The same way we can also do the same thing with our videos showing every crime they commit with their faces. If the media is not going to show us their faces, we are going to show their faces. That's why I said I'm definitely in the next month or two, may set a website. That website, yet, but everything I post on there will be crimes of Nigerians in Ghana and every other country. So that's our evidence. So when we rise up, when we are telling the government, I feel that enough is enough. Say, no my in the past year, in the past couple of years. So we want them out. Or no, sir, Nigerian embassy didn't maybe say, and we are picking on them or are doing this or doing. If Ghanaians are doing the same in Nigeria, please do same. Please do. Mon showcase of Ghana for Moody Bonnie Womuko. But when our education has to start with our young people. I know they watch the Nollywood and they watch all their watch shows and they say sometimes I'm not sure Momufu say, oh, these people, young people like entertainment. So they feel my entertainers of Africa, I just said they look up to. Some rubbish, disgusting show, no friend, BBN Niger, where there are people having sex on the show. Almost celebrities in bag. Come and see how our young people are meeting them at Kotoka Airport. They said, "Oh, man,
Hey,
there's a what
the
is
way I
it?
am, the way I am time.
It's disgusting and it's actually demonic. What's that show now? I don't know, distract you or no. Whilst people and I mean, if you meet an average Kenyan, right, the average Kenyan in their 20s, right, you ask a Kenyan to mention their constitution to you. Nigeria ni PhD, constitution say you told 1914, come 2014, that country expired. So Nigeria is not a country; it's a company owned by
It's
British.
a company. Yeah.
Now, Mati say, okay, we want a constitution change. We want the federal system. The two oil or Delta. They don't care. Rather, no, risk it and Davido fights. Who is wearing Louis Vuitton? Who is wearing Gucci? And I say, who is sleeping with Jimmy Samsa? I'm sorry about bragga. Yes, granted, we have doctors of Nigerians in New York, California. Now, I'm California, you're doctor. No, I don't know. What I'm saying is, let's Ghanaians educate our kids. Let's tell them. They should be wary. Almost school, not to say it's Ankola, but they should be very, 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 very careful of these people. They don't want us well. They are jealous. The fact that Ghana for the whole world respects us, everybody loves us. Deep down, even those Nigerians who live in Ghana, they are jealous. Last time I saw a Nigerian girl, have you ever wondered why Nigerian girls don't marry Ghanaian men? I don't know if you guys have seen that. They use the food.
Yeah, I've seen something like
They
that.
use the food.
Ghana for me, man, from hope.
And I make a chest again. Let me tell you something. Ghanaian men don't like Nigerian girls because we Ghanaian women, we are humble, we are respectful, we are able to keep a home. Number one, we are not materialistic, where everything is about money. What did I say? More compare. We are not the same. You keep saying, oh, that we are only bantering on jollof and then football, but a bad character. We are not the same. Go and see Italy. Italy. Now Italians don't want to rent them houses. You rent them house, they will destroy the house. What's it they make an asset? So let's get into communities. Yeah, communities. So what's it dance what is Lagos so then when you now form communities. Now we educate you about them. We will not rent to them. And we would definitely not allow the Igbo so-called 419 to build anything. So I was saying, as I was saying, 50 acres. Well, okwa flower kwan so no. You very baby as I said no. Oh, you better share. It's also more foundation. You be the job to. What you say? Like the guy was saying, sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands in some way because Ghana we have a very timid and I say sometimes what did I make an say? And I know that because that's just how we were raised, right? It affects us in some way because even now about promotion, right? Ghana ni Nigeria because of right? Sir, oh please, oh thank you. But sometimes when it comes to critical situations where these Nigerians are destroying our country, are polluting our kids with nonsense, this is time what we will say, Ghana for no, you cannot take our leniency to our weakness. Now we are rising up. The media mechanic say, when we said TV, ni radio, whether they've been paid or not, we can start small with our communities by education ourselves, rallying and say hit the streets one time. There are people in the diaspora, even me, we will all contribute. Near hit the streets. What you say? Now you educate you because I'm sure they will destroy our country. In the South Africa they made the South African beautiful girls into crackheads and prostitutes. And then they come on social media to brag about it. Yes, they are here into my day. You made them into we are pimps and you are pimping your daughters because your kids are loose. Hey, what's me casa? I mean, you know what? South Africa said there's so many countries there. There's Ghanaians there. There's especially Zimbabweans there. But the people who give them the problem the most are Nigerians. And to me, the Nigeria for me. That whole country is a cursed nation with cursed people. Cursed people. What you say?
100%.
They have no respect for any country. UK, come and see how personal UK or mobile UK house council flat by 10. Council flat is supposed to be for people who get a certain ABOB or any match. 10 boss, right? Normally I'm not rent. Every country that moves a Nigerian man be complaining her child is going to school in Turkey. Or try some could be a bank account. Turkish running someone be account in the mom. See, because of your crime and your stuff. So the good ones, the Nigerian people, and I know some of them have crept onto this podcast and probably listening. Go and tell your people, the good ones. Talk about the things, the bad things your people are doing to tarnish. So people say, hey, 10% depend on more bad. Now more 90% good. That 90% prove to us that you are against the crime your people are doing and speak up. Because it's a man, and you're criminals. And me deep down, I think you're criminals. If a Nigerian hasn't committed a crime yet, that means the opportunity hasn't arisen. What you say? In Ghana, we should be very careful because if we are saying no, more, I want you to more. And I feel as it becomes worse in Nigeria, it's just falling. More of them are going to creep into the borders. But you hear me personally, your borders, no. I think the people at our borders, the people that are manning our borders, no, they are very loose, allowing these people in so much. It's a bit also it's a government look right now. Now we have youth who live in these areas. They should blow the alarm, show on video when they are letting them in. And I make my website, Bonnie be a Nigerian me better to our website, any evidence. Sorry, you guys explain that no evidence. Okay, yeah, evidence. What did I make an answer? So and let's not forget to pray. Because to me, I think these people are evil spirits on our land. Let's pray against my bones. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Madam Vic.
Ah, rephrase the question because some na make a metia. Uh-huh. Now we
And
can't
the,
back. You robbery now again no narrating so and wrong.
yes. Yes, and but yes, the case where but me want more videos. So I have more videos of Robbie Sisi within just this week, yeah. But I can't play all. Time.
That's
So
true.
here's the case whereby you are not hearing anything from the president, not the interior minister. Like you don't hear anything from anybody.
You
As
know
if
what?
everything is
You know the interior minister when he was appointed, the first statement he made was, "Ahimfo na omukuta omu personal crest and personal numbers no. They should either come and register something." Now, what I didn't understand on that score is that every card in the country needs to be registered before you are given a number plate. You cannot put a car on the road without it being registered. Okay, so he wants to discontinue using that. Is that what is pressing the country? Interior
Yes,
Minister. I am for
exactly.
no, you know, whatever crest they are using, you will know where their houses, you know where their palaces and their houses are. You will know where which area. And is that what should be pressing you as an interior minister with Galam say? Ebe kunyen. Ala tapwe egu ye kuroma robbery. Oh, tama ye susano. Ni yetumi da abonten. Yeah, I'm calling you now. The math because we just love the from an ababo until veranda no so near best math kakakani in other home. When it gets very early in the morning, now you know the cool boss by now we rush back inside or we all wake up anyway, we just go back inside. And then who would do that? Who would in their right mind would do that? You know, a cousin of mine was in his house one day. He said he felt so hot. He came and sat outside. And when he came and sat outside, no, he sat there. He was so comfortable, he fell asleep. He said, you know what? Somebody was just putting a gun up his nose and telling him, "Open your door, let me go inside." Just one day that he said he was so hot in his room, so let me sit outside for relaxation, and then he fell asleep. The next thing he did, he went and got some big dogs into his house. Oh, let me tell you this: where we are going, it's a slippery slope. And it's like everybody in that country, paying for citizens, so everybody has turned their eye and they're pretending it will go away. It will not go away if you don't take action. It will not go away if you do not. Your friend is saying, what is the word? Am I there? I'm here.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes,
I
yes.
thought I've lost you guys. You know, if we do not put measures in place to control what is going on, it is outrageous to say. At the moment, Ghana and Kwan is sitting there. One leader proposed visa free without consulting anybody. He just said it. Initially, no one said everybody took and trooping into the country, and people were coming in with no control or measures or whatsoever. Then he proposed visa free a few months or days or so before you leave office. Another one comes in. This is now he's coming to tell us about his family history, and he said, "Who cares about your step and being Nigerian? What is our business? It's your family matter. Ghana did
Yeah.
not vote for you to come and do family business."
Yes.
You see, this is why you Ghanaians have to understand when you are voting. Think about it. Think about it. Because at the end of the day, most of them, when they get there, it's all about their personal interest, their personal being, and the whole country can go to your government. You create jobs for your people. Your people are struggling to create jobs for themselves. You allow these people to troop in and taking over the jobs and taking over the markets. Taking over their jobs. Hey? And then you at the end of the day, they troop in, sit on social media, talk a whole lot of that's social media. He used to insult Ghana, I think he's taking those videos down. I tell you, somebody brought my attention. And what brought my attention was there was an armed robbery incident coming from Kumasi Accra Road. And the guy was speaking Igbo, there was a guy in there while the driver was trying to get away from what is happening ahead because they've noticed the been car stopped and the armed robbery was happening. So the cars behind him was trying to get away. So he was reversing. I think even he was being chased. So he was reversing at full speed. And this man sat there comfortably speaking Igbo on the phone the whole duration. I think in the end, it irritated the driver, and the driver knocked the phone out of his hand. How can you, being in a situation where there was a robbery going on, the driver was struggling to get away from the robbery? The women were crying in the car, and some men were trying to keep them down and console them, just for the driver to concentrate and do what he can do to get them away from there. And this man sat there speaking Igbo throughout the whole. If you go and search that video, you will find it. Everybody came up and said, no, this guy is a suspect. They have to be looked into.
Yeah,
Sony Media came and did a program about, he was only talking about women and this. I said, look at this fool. That guy, he takes us for fool. He better shut his mouth up in that Kumasi now. What? All kind of loan two more Kumasi. What? Ghana for year meal by your Yamre Sao. Also, Ghana taking it longer to be Kano. The Kano and Yamine Bejo. Said Ghana need to tell your brother Hill. Sorry, brother Charles Kano. Said Ghana ni bufwa. Nyame na bejo nyame wo de enti omo asem na omo gi no empanyimfo no better stand up and do something. Yentumi nkasa wo mu nyinala even their population over 200 million, 250, whatever, even if 5% of them come into our country, we are in trouble. And at the moment, nobody is controlling them. They are just trooping in. And what job is there in Ghana? There's no job. Even the people, there's no jobs. They're struggling to survive. And as been said, the whole world, things are changing. The dynamics of the world is changing. Things are getting harder and harder. So if you, the country, do not put measures and who for the best offer. Manuesi.
Thank you. Yeah, Kwame.
Yo, Mr. Rush. In fact, our last video here, I asked him, very, 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 very serious. Say, something like this can be happening in Ghana. That Ghana, Nigeria for, because Ghana for, no, Osropo, let alone say, Oben naked, he will naked you. In what way? This any Ghanaian character, Ghanaian criminal, Ghanaian armed robber. Oh yes, Ada. And then, just to dehumanize. I mean, very sad. But then back to, you see, we keep on talking. Mr. Rush, I just want to ask you one question. So, will probably do the politicians and the MPs, do they listen to what we are saying on this your program?
Do you know what? I once got a call from one man, and he was also very furious about things going on in the country. And because he had been following my channel, so he called me, and it was like, according to him, he is very close to someone at the parliament. I don't want to mention names. No, I don't want to mention names.
Right.
Very close. Very close. So to him, he is going to go meet up with him, show some of the things to him, and then see what he or she has to say or can do about it. So
that's good.
The person was kind of like assuring me that definitely something has to be done and that he's going to try his best. So I even told him about some group that's the Apex Citizens of Ghana, and that if he would like to join and all that. Then he was like, no, he wants to do things,
back.
He doesn't, underground. He doesn't want, any. So I just respected that. So it's like, so I knew like the person was coming from, somewhere, very close to
higher places.
But it's not everything I can put out here,
And okay, I get you. But like I said earlier on, we need to mobilize. We need to form a group. Every neighborhood has to have that neighborhood watch. We all will contribute. I'll be the first. We'll contribute. We'll buy uniforms for them. We'll buy them food for them for the evening and early dawn time. Their food. Let them patrol the streets. That is their job. every month we find something small for them. We need to mobilize, because if we don't do that, these people will destroy our country right in front of our eyes. Number two, we need to stop renting. This thing, I keep drumming on it. If we stop renting to them, they will go back to their country. Where would they sleep? As for land selling, there, I don't know, who they sell land, give these animals, these Nigerians? Are they? I mean, would you here? And then they have this opportunity of coming to use our hospitals for free. What have they contributed to Ghana? What tax have they contributed to Ghana? Immediately you have an non-citizens card or
Oh, brother.
NHS.
Sorry, brother. Sorry to interrupt. You know, there was a girl. I think eventually Ghana folk on so it was shut up. Oh no, the Juma no ya and said new ma Ghana benya no free. Oh, ni animal ba Ghana. Oh ba wuye. Eh, Ghana hospital yo. Woman you see bia. Oh, that was his
Exactly.
program. And I mean who said Ghana for people attacking. I think it's here me who ni program ni be. But I that's what he used to do.
You see, we need to nip all that thing in the bud. What am I saying? What have they contributed towards the state? As well, because they have NHIS card, they enjoy, a certain percentage off. No. Number three, we need to stop patronizing their products. I say,
yes.
I say, what am I saying? Mm-hmm. These people are putting pressure on our infrastructure. Look at how many of them have flooded the country. Look at our roads, always traffic, because Nigeria for so have a frame. Are they? What am I saying? And then another thing, we need to stop playing their music. And this baby over Fabia, you born Nigeria for new. Are they?
Yes, when Shataroni rose against this thing, he rather became the target. His own Ghanaians were insulting him, were fighting him.
Just look at that. For every baby of Fabia, you born Nigeria for you. Are they? And there's another nightclub in Kwabena. As for that one there, Mr. Rush, I'll talk to you back door. That place needs to be closed. I don't know whether it's a strip club or in Ghana. I went there. What I saw with my eyes, I was shocked. Peddling drugs openly in the facility. I'll talk to you. I'll show you the location. Owned by Nigerians. How can Ghana and Uganda could be a nightclub in Nigeria? Strip club in Nigeria. It's in a certain corner in Kwabena. Members, we almost say members only or say.
I have a video of a nightclub in Accra here, where the women don't wear anything, naked, like
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
In Accra, here in Accra.
And yeah, as if they
don't put on anything.
Oh. We need to rise up because things is getting out of hand. I mean, oh man, Pacho, my obi for bring Mr. Raj.
All right, at this point, the time pointy, so we have a man final words now. Yeah, proceed the whole thing.
Okay, so let me person say. Today was my first time joining the program. I've been very, very happy with it. I would like us to form a community and start educating our people because we need to. At the little this thing where we go fit do to open one our children and my eyes, we need to do it.
Yeah, after the program, send me hi on WhatsApp. Okay.
I would.
All right.
Okay then, bro. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Madam Vic.
Oh, my Kabia, I said, dear, you are not coming.
Yeah. Final words now.
I agree with what they've said. We need to organize because We can't just leave it to the leaders. Otherwise, they will just sit there and let things get out of hand. What you're hearing every day, it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse by the day. We need our peace. I know Ghana is not a perfect country, but when we were there, we had a reasonable peace. At the moment, nobody is having peace in that country because of so many of these people have trooped into the country. So that's it. We need to organize, as they all said. That's Emmanuel C.
All right.
My
Mr.
last question is: does anybody know the total amount of Nigerian population in Ghana? Do we have the statistics?
Most of them are not
as at
registered, so we
now,
won't know.
yeah, like as at now, like officially, they are claiming it's about 5 million, 5 point something million. But I know it's more than that. It should be more than that.
But look at it. What is our population? So very soon, they'll be going with that toe to toe. Our population, we Ghanaians, we'll be around. I mean, I always say that we'll be around 28, 80, 30 million.
Yeah.
Now, if you're having them coming in like this, in about 10 or few years, the way they are trooping in, they'll be going with that toe to toe. And and na make catch us in Tokwabesi Ghana because Ghana in a sabran and watch no about the family and Tokwabesi.
All right. I post.
So another my other wish is we come out of ECOWAS. I really wish that we can come out of ECOWAS.
Well,
but
as for that
I don't know his
ECOWAS,
plans. I know
100%, sister. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know why we are even still in ECOWAS.
The most useless, organization ever.
Organization.
These three countries, Burkina, Mali, Niger, what? Omoya rankings, they are the poorest countries in the world. Well, and doing. Ibrahim Traore is building a free home for citizens.
Yeah.
All the mention, but I hope they take lessons from us from what we are going through, what the South Africa is going through, and put some strict laws into their constitution where they don't just allow anybody troop into Burkina Mali.
Hello? Akos. Okay, Mr. Charles.
Yo, me de kakra meka ni say nyami waye ne dwuma wie aka ye a ye beye ye die na wo ohoho a wakọ bi man so typical example na we yi krante say uni krom ho ni fo nu ekwa akokun we nyina di adase pefe ma ye say san krofo yi yetimi ni omuntra na se yesu din asodin na yankasa yan yesu amfa ho a emre bi beba saa no be ka se omuni yesu ku sister Vic aka sisia enti yen sori ye panyifo no de omadi ye hwiamo na se wo fada di wo hwiamo a wankasa obeka se ya di wo hwiamo enti wo betra ho no mana Debbie, ye bibi, na wiase ehu say, why ye bibi? Uya ubewu, 1 year so ubewu, ba ye na hunto. Sa hunto no na e hwehwe no. Efise ye bibi. Enti mi nanu mi damase. Yeah.
All right, Madam Stella.
I think they said everything that I want to say. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Madam Angie. Hello, Angie. Angie. Hello. Okay. I think we'll have to end here, and maybe probably the next live will be on Sunday.
Okay, Mr. Ryan.
Something. So Yeah. Oh, me ba Pacho. Pacho me ba yeah. Hello, Angie.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
I was
Pacho
saying,
will find out where.
maybe that once na bra baako na ɛka sɛ kwabrenya ɛna I reminded me of something. Yes, almost see gas station bi wɔ kwabrenya ɛna almost sɛ gas station no na ɔmo de ayɛ ɛdan kɛse a ɔmo kɔ meeting ɛwɔ mu. Na yɛse ɔmo wura mu a ɔmo huhuhuhu ɔmo dɔɔso paa nti no mɛse guy no hwehwɛ area no no fa ma me hwɛ sɛ ebetimi de ama police for na ɔmo akɔ check ho meeting kra ɔmo kɔ no wɔ saa dan no mu a yɛse na yɛ gas station na ɔmo see ɔmo abubu no de ayɛ a big house bi na ɔmo kɔ mu anadwo meetings ɔmo kɔ akɔhwɛ kwan a ɔmo bɛfa so ɔmo bɛkunkum nkɔfoɔ. Yeah, apart from that ɛde ebiem na ɔmo yɛ.
Of course, it's cultism. That's what they are doing. Cultism. Now, we are campus for Nigeria. I know we are.
Nti yɛ kuro ne deɛ ɔmo agye afa.
All right. Okay, nti aha na yɛde besi. To the viewers, please make sure you share the video. Please do well to share the video. Or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section. I wanted us to react to some of the comments, but time has run out, so probably next time, we'll deal with that. So thanks to you guys for making time for the program, and I really appreciate you guys. I mean, sure.
Good job, Mr. Raj. We appreciate it. I mean, sure also.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye.